Oftentimes when we're working on a document, we want to be able to view it in a variety of different ways. And fortunately, Word has 5 separate views that you can actually use for this document. In fact, we can even split the page and see 2 parts of it at the same time. So let's just take a look at the View tab for a moment. And the first thing I want you to notice is we've used a few of these already. There are 5 views, 3 major views and 2 minor views. One is draft, one is outline. But the major views of reading the print view, which is basically what you would see when you print it. Now I'm just going to switch to reading, because what reading does is it will remove the ribbon and it will allow me to see multiple pages at the same time. Of course, we can zoom it to any size we want it to be, and therefore only see part of a page if we wanted to. So I'm going to click on Read Mode. There you go. So now I can actually read this document at my leisure and check for errors before I actually printed or made other modifications to it. You'll also notice that on each side you'll have an arrow, and that arrow allows you to jump from one page to the next page, or one section to the next, depending on the size. If I zoom it down a little bit, okay, I'll be able to see multiple pages at the same time and be able to read through at my own leisure, determining should I make alterations or changes. Now at the bottom of the page, you'll also see that we have 3 views. We have the zoom bar, and we also have focus. Now focus, if I click on it, also gives me the reading pane. And this is focused on only the content I'm looking at this particular time. And you'll notice that your bottom bar has disappeared because we're only reading the content. We're focused totally on this document. However, at the very top on the right hand side, you'll see that your little icons are still here. So I can still come in and modify it. So always show the reading toolbar, which means I can click on that and see the toolbar at the bottom here. Or what I can do is go across, and unfortunately you can't see this very well, but I can click on View and jump back to my editing view. There we go. So we're right back again to the editing. I'm just going to make that a little smaller so you can see the whole version. So hopefully that helps a little bit by looking at the different views that are available to you. Now there is another thing that can be done, and I'm just going to jump across here on the ribbon to Window. So I'm still on the View tab, but I'm now in the Window area of the ribbon. Here I can actually split this document so that I can see multiple parts at the same time. And I can even jump between the various windows if I have multiple versions of Word open. The only thing that prevents you from having hundreds of Word images available is the size of the memory of your computer. So here I can arrange them if I have 2 or 3 of them open, or I can split it. So I'm just going to split it here. And I can choose where that split is by simply dragging the split line. Now the nice thing is there's a scroll bar for both. And that means if I want to check some content here on a particular page, I could scroll through it and find that content and maybe make a change to it based on something else that's in the document. So splitting it is very useful. And of course, as it says now, after splitting it, I can undo the split. So I can undo it and go back to the original, or I can have